War. Starting with, here are the categories separated. Blue team: Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Alaska, and Hawaii. Red team: North and South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Colorado, New Mexico. Green team: Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, Ohio, and West Virginia. Purple team: Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, South and North Carolina. Orange team: Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. They're going to war now. Starting with the blue team against the red team. So obviously, Wyoming, you don't have a good military. Well, they still don't have a military. It's unlikely you have a military. Colorado, Nebraska, and South Dakota troops go after and take over Wyoming, and then soon take over Montana. And then California sees what happened. California, Nevada, Utah, and Arizona push back, and they grab New Mexico, Colorado, Wyoming. They grab Wyoming and Montana back, and they grab Colorado and New Mexico. And then Texas is like, oh no, and grabs all of that back. They grab New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. Soon, Blues like, okay, we need to stop for Red's like, let's go after green. They push in Missouri. They push into Missouri. They come back, and Missouri takes out Arkansas. Texas takes over, grabs Arkansas, and gets Tennessee as well. And then, soon after that, North and South Dakotan troops go and grab Minnesota. And then Indiana's stuck in the middle of I'm literally in the middle, so I should be safe. And then soon after that, while that's happening, Orange pushes in. Virginia grabs West Virginia, and Virginia grab Kentucky. Indiana's like, oh no. And then Indiana, Ohio get taken over by Orange team. Soon after that, Red grabs Iowa and Missouri, and then it's Illinois, Wisconsin, and Michigan left. They Red and Orange running together, and they have a conflict, while Green is grabbing back Iowa and Indiana and Ohio. Red sees it, they go boom, boom, go up to the peninsula of Michigan, and they grab Michigan. And then all the red states take over Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. And soon, Green's eliminated. Then Tennessee grabs Kentucky. While that's happening, Purple grabs Louisiana, Arkansas, and Tennessee. And Orange grabs Ohio and Kentucky again. While that's happening, because all the troops are over there, Blue team grabs Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, and Montana. Also grab Colorado and New Mexico. And with Alaska's help, Alaska goes and grabs North Dakota as well. So then, while that's happening, they go back while they're still fighting on this side. And Orange soon takes Indiana and Michigan. DC is not included, by the way. Purple team grabs Virginia and Kentucky. With this little thing of Virginia, they go up and they grab Maryland and Delaware. And then New York sees what's happening. All of Orange goes and takes out Maryland and Delaware. And soon Virginia and Kentucky. And then Indiana is like, I need to get my friend Illinois back. So Indiana grabs Illinois. And Kentucky grabs Tennessee. And Illinois and Indiana grab Iowa and Missouri back. And Red is getting destroyed. The Michigan Peninsula grabs Wisconsin and Minnesota. And Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota grabs South Dakota, Nebraska. And those all get Kansas and Oklahoma. and soon red team surrenders. And then blue and purple, they have a greedy treatment, and they all start fighting. Purple grabs all of this area. And then, because they're all gone, purple grabs all of that, and blue grabs all of this. And then, thank God for that little thing that Oklahoma, Missouri have, because that wasn't happened. This would have not happened. They grab all of this. Orange team grabs all of this, and then they even go back. They're all up there. They grab all of this. And all these troops go and grab South and North Carolina. And then Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado troops push up, grab Utah and Idaho. And then also Arizona. California, Nevada, Oregon, and Washington team up. And they take back Idaho and Utah. With all of that happening, purple sees the opportunity to grab North and South Carolina back in Ohio. Michigan's happy about that. Ohio's now on their team. And Ohio swoops in, takes Michigan, which then takes out Wisconsin. Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, and Minnesota come and they get Wisconsin, Michigan back. And soon they take over North and South Carolina back. And Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Ohio. Soon, purple team surrenders. Now all goes to orange team. Now it's just orange and blue. Everywhere I forgot about Hawaii. So who knows what Hawaii will do? Hawaii in the Pacific, they land by Texas. They go through Mexico, and they grab New Mexico and Texas. Bring them to blue team. And then they also grab Arizona. Orange team's like, what? While they're doing that, Alaska grabs all these like top states. They know what's gonna happen if they grab Michigan and Wisconsin, so they're not doing that. They grab all of those states, and then orange goes across sea and all those countries, grabs Hawaii, and they also grab Alaska. And then they all grab this stuff back. And they grab back Minnesota, North Dakota, Texas and New Mexico, Montana and Idaho and Utah, Arizona, Washington, just 3 states left. And they rise up, grab Alaska, and do a little tricksies while that's all fighting. They send 12,000 troops getting all of this because nobody's over there. Which is probably a bad idea because now they're taking all of this and they still don't know it till it goes on the news, and then they see that, and then they're surrounded. So orange tries to grab Texas but fails and ends up New Mexico getting taken out. And sometimes they get rid of states they don't like. So that might come to a day. Hawaiian troops go land in Florida, grab all of this stuff right here. And so then they take back all of this. And then Washington, D.C. is like, we need to get the president out of here. So they send the president to Canada. This will soon to be continued. For Canada joining the war, it becomes big. Alaska's like, I don't want to put up with this. I'm joining Canada. So then Canada is taken over. Alaska's taken over by Canada. And what happens is orange and blue see what's happening, and they don't feel like changing our color, so they all go to blue. And then soon, United States and Canada hate each other. So soon after that, they start going to war. Over here, these states attempt to push in, but they only grab that. And they try to push into Alaska, and that fails. Green spreads into Washington. And then up here, they grab all this because that's not protected at all. And then Quebec is like, nuh-uh, nope, give me all this back. We take this back because that's ours, so we're pushing in and grabbing all your stuff. And then all these places also grab Idaho and Montana. One of the most powerful states is falling. Then all the troops rise up. Over here, the Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota, all to the right that are still in blue, all go up, grab back what was theirs, and take over Quebec too. And while all the troops also, they see like, okay, let's not care about Washington and Idaho for a minute, and let's take over Ontario. So they took over Ontario. And then while that was happening, green troops moved in and grabbed Oregon and Wyoming and North and South Dakota. America's like, that's not good. Grab Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, Idaho and Oregon, Montana and Washington. And they grab some of this stuff. And then it's starting to get really cold. So Alaskan troops, they go down, and they grab Washington and Oregon. And then over here, by Ontario, they grab North Dakota, I just realized something. There's not a part anymore. So there's that. And then over here, they grabbed all of that up there. And they took back Washington and Oregon. And then they grab all this. And Alaska joins back in America. Alaska takes that. And soon they surrender. And America ends up winning overall. In the comments down below, leave me more ideas for countries to go to war. Bye, guys.